What's happening, Hammers? Dan Lawless here, back with another edition of the West Ham Week, where I take 3 of the top stories from West Ham from throughout the week and break them down into 2-minute sections. And before I get into it, I'd just like to ask if you guys could go ahead and check out my other channel, Dan and Jace. If you guys could go over there and subscribe and support that. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers by the time I'm 30, which is in June. Not a massive goal, but I thought it was a nice little milestone to hit by the time I'm 30, you know. So, yeah, if you guys want to check that out, like I said, it's just me and 2 of my best mates, you know, having banter, talking about current affairs, what's going on, and telling some stories. And if it's something you're into, then great. Anyway, on to West Ham. Like I said, we're talking about 3 of the top stories. Let's get the first one underway. Start the timer now. So the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, has come out and he's told West Ham they need to get a grip after the incidents that happened against Burnley. So let's get up exactly what he said here. Yeah, basically, those who run West Ham have got to get a grip. I've been to many events at the stadium where not only has the sport been phenomenal, it's been safe and secure. That begs the question, what are West Ham doing differently? Obviously, he doesn't have any understanding of football in general and football crowds, and I just think it's a bit rich, sort of him coming out and trying to tell West Ham to get a grip and everything that's going on now. You know, I haven't got a dog in a race in terms of political sides. This ain't a political channel. Whatever politics you're into is fine. But what he's come out and said, they're digging at West Ham, not taking into account the fact that West Ham aren't in control of the stewardship, which West Ham should have negotiated. He's failed to criticise the OLDC at all, who are in charge of it, and has seemed to have thrown West Ham under the bus for what I can see is political point scoring. And it's a bit mad, you know, when you've got all these acid attacks and knife and gun crime on the rise in London, and he's trying to sit there and point the finger to West Ham and trying to tell West Ham to get a grip. It's a bit rich. So I think, you know, rather than put his foot in his mouth, he should focus on these things that are very important to London, really. So I think the best situation is for us to have that stadium if he wants to save money and, you know, have it off his, you know, out of his air. So, I mean, it's one of them things. It's another annoyance about not owning our stadium when you've got politicians telling you how to run the stadium and criticise you in the media and stuff like that. It's just another little stick to beat us with not owning this stadium. Moving on, continuing with that theme of what went on at Burnley, West Ham have banned several fans after the incident at Burnley, including all the fans that ran onto the pitch and some of the fans who threw coins. Now, firstly, let's get onto the fans who ran onto the pitch. I think banning them, it is a ban for life as well, I forgot to mention. Now, banning from life, I think, is completely harsh. You know, it's one of them things of, yeah, it was wrong, you know, running on the pitch. You shouldn't run on the pitch. You're not allowed to run on the pitch. I think it's against the law. Now, they're not, I think, from what I know, and I remember them saying this, so I haven't seen if they've actually done it, but they wanted to ban these guys from football in general, for every football stadium, for life. It's completely out of order. You know, you have a few too many drinks, or it's a rush of passion, or something. You've made the mistake, and it's not like you haven't hurt anyone, you haven't killed anyone. Why have you got to live with that mistake and have to deal with that mistake forever? You know, no, these guys won't be able to take their kids or their grandkids to football ever, you know, or ever, you know, when they get older, or, you know, having that family bonding with West Ham. So it's like you've already taken West Ham from this area, from Upton Park. You're now taking West Ham from these guys in general. They shouldn't have done it. Yes, it was stupid, but I think it's way too harsh. Like, even say 5-year ban. You know, it's one of them things. If it's a first offence, for crying out loud, how can someone make a first offence and that's it? You've got no other chances. No smaller punishments. You're done. Nothing. No coming back. Blokes who threw the coins, absolutely spot on. They should get a fine. Throwing coins, it's completely out of order. Not only, you know, could it have, you know, caused serious harm to Sullivan, it could have harmed Trevor Brooking, who was sat near there, could have harmed, you know, his wife or anyone you're not intending to. Bang, out of order. It's good fan, banning for life, right? Balotelli, this is a little story that's come out. Now, let's take this with a pinch of salt, but it wouldn't surprise me. And the details, when you hear them, you'll understand why. Now, Mario Balotelli is rumoured to be available on a free transfer at the end of the season. There you go, free transfer. And West Ham are reported to be interested. This is from a Turkish media outlet. So, again, take that as what you will. But I think it's interesting to have a look at and see if he would be someone that we should sign. Now, he's had his troubles. Liverpool, he'd had a terrible time there. Done decent at City. Not so great in Italy. Done all right. But I think it's his recent form in Nice that has really, made me sort of think he could be something for us. So 17 goals in 28 games in his first season, and currently 22 goals in 30 games in the current season for Nice. Great goal scoring record, but can he do it in the Premier League? You know, that's the question. He is on a free transfer. If he's not on massive wages, should we give him a chance? Now, I wouldn't want us to sign Balotelli and then that's it. We don't try and go for any other big strikers. We need to get Andy Carroll out of the club. I think we should keep hold of Hernandez. Hugo, I don't know what we're going to do with him, but we shouldn't count him as, we've got that striker, so we don't need another one. It's, either sell Hugo, stick him out on loan or something, but we need Balotelli, and I think if we can get another striker, I wouldn't like to just see Balotelli, but I'd like to, if he's on a free, give him a chance. Let's give him a go. He's proven he can score goals in different leagues. Like I said, it's what's up there that causes him the problems and holds him back a lot of the time. So if he can sort his head out, who knows? We might have get the best out of him. Let's hope. If we sign him, by the way, I'll just add that there. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments below. It's been tough with the international break, getting the stories and stuff and not repeating what we're saying in other videos and stuff like that. So that's why it hasn't been about so much. And anyway, don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, if you could check out my other channel, Dan and Jace, click the little icon there and give us a subscribe. I'd really appreciate the support, guys. Let's see. Back to our regular scheduled programming next week in the run-up to Southampton. 3 points, massively needed. Let's hope it happens. One thing left to say, come on you Irons.